So you might have heard of a little thing called Bitcoin, the volatile, fast-moving, millionaire-making cryptocurrency that aims to decentralize banks and revolutionize the world. Whether you think cryptocurrency is a bubble about to burst and is never going to amount to anything, or whether you're hodling onto every last bit of cryptocurrency that you can get, there's one thing we can all agree on. Free money and free cryptocurrency is a great thing. So today I'm going to go through how you can use Coinbase to get up to £100 worth of free cryptocurrency, including around £10 of free Bitcoin. So at the time of posting, if you sign up to a Coinbase account and spend £80 on buying Bitcoin, you get a free £8 reward of Bitcoin using the referral link that I've put down in the description. Now, you may be thinking, well, if I have to spend £80, then that's not free money. And that's true, but that isn't the end of the story. You can use Coinbase to get £100 worth of completely free cryptocurrency just by creating an account and completing a few quizzes. And this is something I'll show you in the rest of the video. But first, I'm going to go into the details of what cryptocurrency is and why cryptocurrency might be a good investment for you, because it wouldn't feel right sending people out getting cryptocurrency and potentially holding these investments if they don't know what it is and if they don't know the risks involved with holding cryptocurrency. So I'm going to go through that first, so stick around if you want to find out how to get the free cryptocurrencies. So what are cryptocurrencies? Well, the dictionary definition is that a cryptocurrency is a type of digital currency that goes through a cryptography in order to make sure that it is completely secure and making it incredibly difficult to commit fraud or double spending of this currency. Many cryptocurrencies are also decentralized, which means they don't rely on banks or governments to regulate them, and in fact they're peer-to-peer regulated. This has benefits and disadvantages, which I'll go on to later on. So put into simple terms, cryptocurrency is just a digital file which replaces money, which you then scramble the contents of and make it more difficult to solve than a million-sided Rubik's Cube, making it essentially impossible for people to commit fraud with this money or to double spend this money. And voila, once you've done that, you have a cryptocurrency. It's really that simple. It's a digital file that is incredibly complex to undo and to try and manipulate. Now, Bitcoin in specific uses a certain technology called blockchain. So blockchain is where transactions are grouped and put together into a chain that is again further scrambled and encrypted, making it even more secure than the individual transactions themselves. Then these blocks are added together to form a long chain which contains a list of transactions, not pertaining entirely to one individual, but to individuals all around the globe who are using the blockchain network. This increases the security because it means that there aren't any passwords or individual specific data tied to these transactions. And it means that you can't just leak a password or accidentally give someone away your password, for example, and they would have full access to your money. Your money would be tied into these complex encrypted transactions which nobody can get their hands on, or nobody knows how to decipher except for the right person, so the recipient or the sender. So that's the what, and now for the why. Now you may think that cash is fantastic and it's all we need, you can use your pounds, euros, dollars, whatever, you can spend them in any country, you can transfer them, sure you make some losses on the transactions between different currencies, but that's just exchange rate, right? That's how it goes. Well, the issue with cash is that cash can get lost. So, for example, the Bank of England recently reported that £52 billion worth of cash has just disappeared. They don't know where it is. This wouldn't happen with Bitcoin or with other cryptocurrencies because you know exactly where money is, and it's not centralized, so it's not stored by a government or by a bank, which means that all of the money is owned by the person whose money it is. There's no reliance on a bank or another company to lose that money on your behalf. On top of that, cash can be counterfeited in any currency. So in the UK, for example, there's always an estimated 10 to 20 million pounds worth of notes and coins which are counterfeit in circulation at any one time. If you've ever had the misfortune of handling a counterfeit note or a counterfeit coin, then it's really infuriating to know that you've lost value and that you've lost whatever the value of the note is that you thought you had just because somebody went out of their way to create a counterfeit. So this is something that again can't happen with Bitcoin, because each of the transactions and each amount of money is encrypted and secured to the point where it cannot be accessed by other people. The only real way that you can get defrauded out of Bitcoin is if somebody tells you to send them Bitcoin and they'll send you double back, like happened in a recent Twitter issue where people like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates had their Twitter hacked, and it stated that if you sent them Bitcoin to a certain address, they would send you back double. Now, obviously this was a quite blatant scam, however, many people still fell for it, So you do still need to be vigilant with technologies like Bitcoin, but this is the kind of scam that would still happen or could still happen with regular currencies. So it's important to keep in mind that that isn't necessarily a downside of Bitcoin. That's just a downside of currency, online banking, and trusting people in general. So when it comes to transferring money and transferring things abroad, the advantage that cryptocurrencies have is that they are decentralized. Because you're not relying on a third party like a bank or a government to create that transaction for you, it means that when you eventually come to do your transactions, you pay very little or no fees whatsoever, dependent on which cryptocurrency you're using. So for example, if you're sending money to America, you may need to use a third party like a bank to create the foreign exchange, and you'll pay a commission or you'll pay a price for that. Now that may be baked into the foreign exchange rate, but with cryptocurrencies, there's no need for this foreign exchange rate loss or for the commission taken by the third party. On top of this, cryptocurrencies increase the autonomy for when you're using money. So for example, if you want to spend your money or you want to withdraw your money or do anything like this, cryptocurrencies allow you to do that without a third party mediator like a bank or a government. So it gives people more control over their money and their spending. Then there are two final benefits of all cryptocurrencies, which are good reasons for why to use them. The first is discretion. You can process transactions using cryptocurrencies so that your identification is completely separate from the actual transaction itself. So what this means is that I could essentially spend my money or buy whatever I want without anyone knowing it's me that spent it. They would just know that there is a transaction to buy or sell a certain thing. Now, this has of course been highlighted as one of the potential issues of cryptocurrency, because if you can completely anonymously complete transactions, then what might happen is that you might end up in a situation where people are using cryptocurrency for fraud and for crime. And if they're using it for this, their identification is not tied to the currency. But this is also something that's possible with regular currencies, where you can create fake accounts or different transactions, or you can just use cash, and then there's no tie between you and the transactions you're making. And then the next benefit is the speed of transaction. Because there's no third party that gets in the way of the conversion between different currencies or the transactions on cryptocurrency can be almost instantaneous, no matter whether they're short distance between you and your neighbour, or whether they're long distance between you and somebody on the other side of the world. So those are a few of the advantages and disadvantages of cryptocurrencies and why you might want to use them. But let's be honest, there's one real reason you're here, and that's for the free cryptocurrency. So let me explain exactly how you can get over £100 worth of free cryptocurrency today. So what you're going to need to do is visit Coinbase, either the website or the app. I would recommend using the website because it's a little bit more user friendly, and in terms of earning the rewards, the website works better. The app will just direct you to a browser anyway in which you need to do the rewards, and using browser on phones is not always as good as using browser on computers. So if you can access the website via a laptop, then I would say use that, as that's the best way to do this. So all you'll need to do in this situation is create an account. Now, if you use the referral link for the Bitcoin referral code I said down below, because you want to invest in Bitcoin and spend some money, then use that, click that, that will take you to the sign up page, create your account and spend £80 or more on Bitcoin, and you'll get an extra £8 of Bitcoin free. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to create an account, that's fine. Just go onto the Coinbase website, create an account. You won't need to spend any money in order to get the free cryptocurrencies. So sign up to an account, and then you should see on the home page this little tab called rewards or earn rewards at the top of the page. And typically when you log on, it will give you a number in dollars of how much you can earn. So click on that tab and you'll be met with a selection of quizzes and interactive activities that you can do in order to earn different cryptocurrencies. And that's pretty much as simple as it is. Then click on each of the activities and this will open a new tab. In those tabs, you'll likely have a screen with a video and then a question underneath. Watch through the video and answer the question, and if you get the question right, you get rewarded with the cryptocurrency. But don't worry, if you get the question wrong, you have an unlimited number of tries at each question, which means that until you get it right, it still sits there and it will let you keep trying, and once you do get it right, you get the reward nonetheless. So there's no pressure to get it right first time, which is one of the best things about this, is that it's not necessary for you to get the answer correct in order to get the reward. All you need to do is take part in the actual quiz and eventually get it correct, and you'll get the reward. So then all you need to do is repeat this process for all of the different quizzes that they have on the site. There's absolutely loads of them, but it still only takes about 15 minutes because each question takes 1 or 2 minutes at most. And then once you've done that, that's it. You've completed all the quizzes, you've earned all your free cryptocurrency. It's time to decide what to do next. So you can either leave your cryptocurrency in your account, and that's that. You just let it grow, or you let it increase in value or decrease in value, that can happen, and you see what happens to it. Or you can convert that cryptocurrency into cash, withdraw it to your bank account, and then that's it, job done. You earned £100 free and it maybe took you 20-25 minutes at most. Now, in order to withdraw, you're going to need to do a few steps first, because unfortunately Coinbase has lost the functionality of being able to convert cryptocurrency directly into cash. Fortunately, they created a workaround for this, which is the app Coinbase Pro. So you get a Coinbase Pro account, use the same email address as your Coinbase account. All you need to do is go to your portfolio, click to deposit, select from your Coinbase account, and once you're there you can see all the different cryptocurrencies that you have in your Coinbase account. So all you need to do is pick which one you want to sell, transfer it into Coinbase, go back to the trading page, search for the cryptocurrency and convert it into the currency that you want. For example, pick Bitcoin to GBP or Ethereum to GBP. Once you've done this, you can sell however much cryptocurrency you want, and that will create a GBP equivalent in your Coinbase Pro account. Then go to your profile, click withdraw, withdraw this amount from your Coinbase Pro account to Coinbase, go back to the Coinbase app and withdraw that amount to your bank account. And that's it, job done. It's only a few simple steps, and I know it's a bit annoying to have to do this process, but for free money, it's worth it. And you may have spotted there were some commissions or charges as you do this process to convert the different accounts using the platforms. But if you convert large amounts of money, the fees are very low. So for example, I tested this earlier, not in the clips I showed you where I only used £4, but I tested this with £25 and the commission was around about 55 or 60p, which meant that I eventually was only paying a 3% commission to withdraw that money that I'd earned for free anyway, which I think is perfectly acceptable if you're earning free money and you're using a platform. So just bear in mind you will need a Coinbase Pro account or a third-party app to be able to withdraw that cryptocurrency as cash into your bank account. So that's how to get free cryptocurrency and pave your way to be the next Bitcoin or cryptocurrency millionaire. Or of course, to just cash out for a quick £100 that takes 25 minutes. So if you do want to sign up and follow those steps, don't forget there's the Bitcoin referral link in the description, which if you buy £80 of Bitcoin gets you £8 extra Bitcoin for free. Or there's the Stellar Lumens and Compound referral codes, which if you are kind enough to use those and complete those lessons, I get an extra $10 worth of cryptocurrency, which is pretty great. So as always, smash the like button, leave a comment because it helps the YouTube algorithm, don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll see you in the next video.